All right, here we are live at Madden 25, episode 13, sponsored today by Pepsi, Zero Sugar, Wild Berry, and Cream. And go look at my last video. It was about the 1980 lawnmower, Mr. Plume, Briggs & Stratton, 4.5 horsepower. And really happy to have that. My neighbor gave it to me, and missing a wheel because they rusted out, but hey, we'll patch it up and motor runs strong, so that's all. I'm happy about that. Tip it the wrong way or go over a big patch of grass, it'll smoke a little bit, but it's in better condition than the Toro I had.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders. Rocky Dog quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Commanders and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Okay.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself.
Let's see what we can dial up today. Really, I want to do this.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Richardson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler.
There you go.
He's in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Now pass deep from the corner. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a quick. Commanders offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Through the middle of the field. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he adds to his season total in touchdowns with that one and just set an NFL record. He has now scored the most receiving touchdowns by a running back. Commanders offense and their quarterback. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge game. The Commanders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on. We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
Now a shot here deep middle. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Fitz headed back out. Captain. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page for this target. That's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He's going to air this one out. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early with the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Yeah. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Washington.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends. And
off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Eckler. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet. We see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet. And as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup. He's going to have to make some better decisions here in the second half.
Give him 14 on that one. First down, Washington. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Legarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. And he can hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Richardson to throw. That's McLaurin open on the left side. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll go up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Eckler. And he's into the end zone yet again. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commander. That is his 3rd. On first down, it's Richardson. Now pass deep from McLaurin. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. And anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. It just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Throwing, Richardson. Now pass deep from McLaurin. That is brought in. And he will score. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. They get the... Richardson gonna look to throw. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And he will score again. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commander. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. motion man here is McClure. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Eckler. Whoa. Austin Eckler. And he's got another one. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Richardson operating from the pistol. He connects downfield to Dotson. Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington. And he continues to remain on fire. That is it. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to Eckler here on 1st down. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Ah!
To throw, it's Richardson. That's to the rookie 2nd-round pick, Ben Sinnott. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. Richardson. Now pass deep from McClure. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
When you think back to the 1st half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down. But so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Richardson. This ball batted away and incomplete. And Sinnott was the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Now Richardson.
Shit.
And that is incomplete. Throwing is Richardson. That's downfield. He's got Sinnott, the tight end. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 99 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
99 yards. Holy shit.
They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's
Here's Richardson. Now pass deep from McLaurin. He's got it. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score.
Yeah.
92 yards.
Washington.
Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December. They continue to be the #1 team in all of football.
Society's time me release now. Crazy. I'm finna go see it. Big deals. $5 million, that's a big one. 6 million. Coach came to me like I'm D1. Lightweight. Got 17 now, see the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want.
Warm bomb. And that was only a 24-minute. Wow. One bomb.
J. Cole said his meetings and meals, but I'm the king and I just did all. Really want too big, some cuts.
I love this team. And the one thing about them is they go out each and every week and they want to make sure they put their imprint on this game. That's what
You know I gotta catch my vibe.
One bomb.
Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been it from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't get it. Tell me what you want, you can get it. Tired of bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Tried up, all time, no fight, now we're coming like a hurricane. Well, I can't bad, everybody wants to get so. A surprise attack. You want me to get a coming up like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh. Let everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up. Come on, we got nothing left to lose. I'm in it from the start. You know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it. Tell me what you want. You can get it.
Hold up, I'm coming out of me like the electricity. Grow up, tearing at the seams, yeah, seeing all about it. Holding back the curtain, got the sun in my eyes. Everybody, they've been hurting, but they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different
It's week 13 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the veteran Zach Ertz. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Commanders and the Titans. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they're getting down inside the 30th to 27. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, played under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Play after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time. And it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback in his 2nd season out of Kentucky.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First down, and it's Pollard again.
Fumble, get a ball! The ball!
And it's Washington.
Yes!
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. The fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But boy, we saw him with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that did not lose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us
Yeah, right. Too humble.
Huh?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started.
Guard your guys.
10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. But the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a great.
Whoa!
Has it not free. And it's Washington. It's
Yeah!
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We got a 3-score ball here.
The
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Typical coach. First, do no harm, but right now they're moving themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The rushing numbers from Pollard last week. 13 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. Here now a third down at 8. And let's send the tight end in motion here. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. 10 yards there, good for Washington first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
My ass! Go fuck yourself.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he powers his way up.
Yes! Brown.
Here's Daniels.
Brown.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is
moving down the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into top 10 against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Oh, no.
2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Shit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hike.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Daniel's going to throw for it.
Ball!
That is incomplete.
Damn it!
Washington goes for it, but it's
Shit!
not paid out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So a good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Levis back to throw. third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. This defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers.
Oh!
Loose. Levis has him knocked free. And it's nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And
Shit.
look at this. Big game, fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pollard going to try to run.
Just started incorporated.
Now they come up 2nd and 12. Levis from his own end zone. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. This 2nd and 4. Levis sets up the throw here. Struggles continue here.
There's a good opportunity just a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Levis.
The ball!
Where to go here? He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Touchdown! Yeah!
Back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown.
Yeah, kicking ass. The same guy the second
So
time.
that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something
Pow!
that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Fuck.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following.
Give me 2 hands on the ball. Little bastard.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. So the drive. He is going to be stopped cold behind.
You got nowhere.
Scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's
Ball!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but Pollard will take it up the gut. And he will take this up to the back of the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Oh, shit.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's played well all year long.
Oh, yeah. Terry.
As he he's got
One ball.
Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
One
And
ball.
the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Jacked him up.
Return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Tennessee offense set to go again. They find themselves in a good size hole here, a good size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Levis looking to throw. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Levis to throw it. Keeps the ball loose. Levis has it knocked free. And it's Washington.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want to fight for
Chase Young with the ball. Yeah.
Oftentimes when you fight that hard,
Woohoo!
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle, second one, they strip it loose. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels.
Shit!
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To the air goes Daniels. And this is taken in for Washington touchdown. Ben Sennett, 29 yards. And the Commanders continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. The extra point splits the uprights, and a round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, nice move. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan.
Chase Young! Yeah!
Chase Young. And there it is.
One ball!
14 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 49 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now Levis. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Daniels. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Ah, shit!
From deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. In motion right is Hopkins. Here's Levis. He finds his man, Pollard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Damn it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll run left with Pollard. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled
He
down
dropped
a little
it.
bit and find our way back into this game.
Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. On 2nd and goal, Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Levis from the gun. Nowhere to go here. And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
Chase Young got it back.
He's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. You know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Commanders are pouring it on. Point after, up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, landed a touchdown. Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw once more on
the ball!
Levis, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Looks like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of
The
protecting
ball!
the ball as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure.
Yeah!
Once again. Jalen Davis, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with the option, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd and 13, Levis pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now, it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have
Washington touchdown.
Woohoo!
Brian Robinson Jr.
Touchdown
here in the opening quarter. And the Commanders have got it on cruise control. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball. The defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 4. Levis out of the shotgun now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Olamide Zacchaeus, 25 yards.
Thank you for calling this number. No, nothing. Thank you for calling this number. No. Playing football and I'm winning 69-0. Yeah, but Matt, 69 yourself. Like fried chicken and watermelon. Matthew. What the fuck is this?
All the time.
And then no. I don't know. He's got shit to do. I got a fourth lawnmower. No! Fuck you. Ball! Yeah, another touchdown.
Washington touchdown.
Who? Shit. Oh, shit. What'd he do? Oh. Block. Oh, shit. Yep. And then shit. My bike. Fuck you. National football on your cock. Hold on, my call. I gotta call you back. My thing is calling. Yes. Yes. I'll be done in a minute. Who are you?
These guys out in the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
The slot man in motion right. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah!
Daniels keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Commanders are pouring it on.
Bomb!
Extra point right down the middle. And a round zone here in this first half. Just a 4. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Short throw taken in by Conquo. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw it again with Levis.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Levis out of gun on 3rd down. That is caught, and he's got this down to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Short throw taken in by Conquo. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Again to Pollard running left. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the ball's loose? Levis has a match.
Yeah!
The line on the other side has got it. And these guys are going to take over at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the try. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Oh, my God.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now, this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. And that flat. On 4th down, here's Daniels.
Ha!
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. The ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Yeah!
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And now look at this. Big game, no fumble. And
Chase Young, touchdown!
Return for a late touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Yeah!
The extra point splits the upright.
One ball.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
My boy!
Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the final kickoff concludes the ball game. Partner and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough. But that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Commanders, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Fight for home music. All right, people. That's the end of the video. Peace. Later. Have a good one. Bye.